I'm from Chicago, as I said earlier. There's a lot of underserved African American communities in Chicago, and because this is a zero-sum game, whatever our government does there in Chicago for the tens of thousands of migrants that have come there, and I see them every day when I go to the grocery store and Whole Foods, that's taking away from underserved communities in Chicago, which are predominantly African American. So it's inherently racist for governments to be giving handouts to the illegal immigrants, because it's taking away from other people who are citizens and residents who need it. And so I just think that's egregious, and I just think it's shameful.
Do you think that Kamala Harris is ever going to be able to reprogram her narrative on immigration in time for the election? I mean, and I'm going to contrast it with the economy, right? So immigration and the economy are two of the biggest issues this election. Even when Harris polls better on likability, on who would you rather hang out with at the mall or whatever the question is, Trump always comes out on top with who do you think is better suited to handle the economy and handle immigration. It's always Trump among voters. She has tried to gain ground on the economy by saying, instead of inflation, saying the cost of living crisis, right? She and her team have been able to repackage certain things. Is there a way for them to successfully message on immigration, or is it too far gone?
I think it depends if the media does their job. So I think she can get away with doing what she's doing, which is using this kind of Orwellian doublespeak where she's using euphemisms for inflation and calling it, as you just said, this cost of living crisis. So it really depends if the media does their job. And oftentimes we see them lobbying assists to the Democrats. And if they keep doing it, yes, she can continue doing what she's doing with impunity, and her feet won't be held to the fire. But if the media actually did her job, I think that she would find it very tough to turn it around before the election. But she's just not put under much scrutiny. And so, yes, I think she can get away with it because we don't have legitimate journalists out there.
People get their information from one or two places, right, depending on what side of the fence you lean on, or unless you're a rational person, like some of us in the room, who listen to lots of different sources. I don't see the left covering gang violence, Venezuelan gangs in Colorado. I don't see them doing these things. So they don't even know it's an issue. They don't. They don't. They may kind of see, like, there's kind of an uptick in our town in this direction, but they don't really see it. So I don't think you're going to sway any of those voters from not voting for Kamala because they don't even know it's an issue.
That's interesting, because she is about to do a 60 Minutes interview. Hypothetically, I'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it. But there would be opportunities for a serious journalist, to your point, to ask her more directly, "Hey, this is an actual problem," and address it. If they're allowed to ask her such questions, do you guys think Kamala is going to be able to grapple with the immigration question in the next couple of weeks?
I don't know that it matters, and the reason is because I think that, like, the voters that are able to be swayed, it is such a vanishingly small group of people. I don't know that they are. I don't know. I don't know. But I think that the amount of people that are, that you could actually sway nowadays is such a small amount. I'm not sure what you could, what is the most important thing to them. But if the polls are right and it's the economy and immigration, I don't think that Kamala Harris is in all that good of a position.